Hey, what's up, cats and kittens? And shout out to all my Cerebralites. It's me, the Cerebral Diva, back with another episode of In the Loop. And in today's episode of In the Loop, we're going to be talking about Steve Harvey and the controversy surrounding an email that he sent to his employees. A couple quick things before I begin this In the Loop. Shout out to Liliana Medina. She's actually one of my subscribers who sent me a request to talk about this story toward the latter part of last week, and I've been intending to get around to it, but I've been inundated with just so many things in my day-to-day life that I haven't had the opportunity to. So today I'm going to talk about Steve Harvey. In addition to that, my voice is super raspy, you guys. I had a very long night last night, so I apologize in advance if you hear it breaking and cracking all over the place. So with that being said, let's talk about the story. And before I talk about the story, I actually want to read to you guys what Steve Harvey said. So if you hear some clicking, it's me scrolling on my computer so I can pull this story up, and I may have to scroll down to bring passages of this story up. So, all right, here we go, you guys. This is an email from Steve Harvey to his employees. I mean, this is definitely one of those things that you have to hashtag SMH at. All right, he goes, "Good morning, everyone. Welcome back." That was nice. Okay. That's about the best thing in the email. All right. So he says, "Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. I'd like you all to review and adhere to the following notes and rules of season 5 of my talk show. There will be no meetings in my dressing room, no stopping by or popping in, no one," in all caps. "Do not come to my dressing room unless invited. Do not open my dressing room door. If you open my door, expect to be removed," in all caps. "My security team will stop everyone from standing at my door who have the intent to speak to me. I want all the ambushing to stop now. That includes TV staff. You must schedule an appointment. I have been taken advantage of by my lenient policies in the past, and that ends now. No more. Do not approach me while I'm in the makeup chair unless I ask to speak with you directly. Either knock or use the doorbell." Who has a doorbell on their dressing room door? Just a random thought. "I am seeking more free time for me throughout the day. Do not wait in the hallway to speak with me. I hate being ambushed. Please make an appointment. I promise you I will not entertain you in the hallway, and do not attempt to walk with me. If you are reading this, yes, I mean you." Okay, let me scroll down a little further. "Everyone, do not take offense to the new way of doing business. It is good for my personal life and enjoyment. Thank you all, Steve Harvey." Okay, so I'm going to give you a second just to take that in. And I'm going to try to play devil's advocate here because I've never been Steve Harvey. I don't know what it's like to run or to be responsible for the day-to-day operations of a talk show and to sort of be the figurehead for the talk show. Because at the end of the day, Steve Harvey really doesn't run the talk show if you think about it. It's the staff who really does the grunt work. They're the ones who are really in the trenches making Steve Harvey Steve Harvey. So I don't know what that's like. But at the end of the day, any responsibility for failures and successes, it all goes to Steve Harvey. So, first of all, the problem I have with this email is just the tone of it. The tone of it is so condescending. You know what I mean? Like, we saw Steve Harvey a few months ago go take a meeting with Donald Trump. And in this meeting, he was trying to justify why he was meeting with Donald Trump. Because, he thinks this and he thinks that. If you can find the good in Donald Trump, then you can find the good in your own employees if you can make time to talk to Donald Trump, you can make time to talk to your employees, as far as I'm concerned. And it looks like maybe when he was having this meeting with Donald Trump, maybe some of that white male privilege that Donald Trump is so prone to, maybe a little bit rubbed off on Steve Harvey. And, he's, thinking from a distorted context at this point. Because the one thing I know about power is that power corrupts. And a lot of people who are not used to having power, when they get it, they don't really know what to do with it. Now, to me, it sounds like Steve Harvey, he's He wants his privacy, and I get that. But you can't be Steve Harvey and expect to have your privacy. You have to make a choice. The moment you decide to be a celebrity, the moment you decide to take on the responsibility of having a talk show, then you have to understand that that comes with a certain level of availability that you have to have towards your team. So to write an email basically stating that I'm unavailable to you unless it's on my terms and conditions really does nothing to help morale. Now, I don't think I could work with that, with this type of person. I grew up, my mother used to always tell me respect is earned, not owed. So if you give me respect, expect to receive it in return. But if you talk to me in a condescending manner, expect to be talked to back in a condescending manner. That's just the way I'm built. And I try sometimes to be the bigger person, but that's a day-to-day struggle for me to be the bigger person in a lot of cases, because I don't know, sometimes I think that in order for people to, I think empathy teaches. When a person goes through it, then they begin to understand it. Now, Steve Harvey, at the very least, could have called a staff meeting. You gather your staff around and say, hey, you guys, I just want to talk to you and let you know this really has nothing to do with you. I'm feeling a lot of pressure. We're moving the show to a new state. We got a lot of different things happening here. So I may not be available to you guys. So moving forward, we're going to implement some new changes here. So please don't take any of this personal, because it's not intended to be so. But as your leader, I wanted to come here and talk to you guys face to face and let you know that by no means does it mean I don't value what you do here, that I don't want you to continue being a part of the team, but I have to set some boundaries moving forward to make it a little easier for me. Now, I think if you go and you sit your employees down and you talk to them and you have a discussion like that, then people are, they leave that meeting feeling like, oh, he cares, because at least he had enough respect to me to sit down and talk to me like a human being and not send an email like I'm a peasant. So I just think that it was a bad move on the part of Steve Harvey. And like I said before, I'm trying to play devil's advocate because I've never been in Steve Harvey's position, so I don't know exactly what that entails. So, but at the very least, I think Steve has a right to feel what he feels. I just think the way that he executed it was completely wrong. And it's going to, and also there's the old adage that the toes you step on today will be connected to the ass you'll have to kiss tomorrow. The people you see going up are the same people you see coming down. Treat people kindly. And that's such an easy thing to do. It's just to treat people the way that you will want to be treated. Stephen Harvey wouldn't want to, if the executives at, I believe he's syndicated, so I don't know whom oversees his show, but let's say it's Viacom. If the executives at Viacom sent him an email saying, look, don't talk to us anymore. We don't have time. We're busy creating other shows. Don't stand outside. Don't do this. Steve Harvey would be in his feelings about that, because it would make him feel like he's lesser than or beneath the executives at Viacom, the very people that he's making money for and helping to build. And the same thing applies to his employees. That's just not the way that you talk to employees. That's not the way that you boost morale. Now, the holiday season will be coming up shortly, and being that he's written this email, I hope he's going to give out the best bonuses that he's given out the entire history of his show to do something to make up for this debacle. So anyhow, you guys, that's it for this particular episode of In the Loop. As always, remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Remember to follow me across all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. I'm Cerebral Diva on all social media. And as always, in closing, remember to live better, love harder, and think smarter. It's me, the Cerebral Diva, and I will talk to you guys again soon. Have a great day.